Mysteries give us puzzles to solve, they make us think. And sometimes the scariest mysteries are the ones that never get solved. History is full of these unsolved mysteries. These stories keep us up at night. They make us wonder what really happened. Let's dive into some of history's most puzzling events. These are stories of disappearances, strange occurrences, and unidentified figures. Get ready to have your mind blown. Imagine sailing across the ocean to a new land. The vast, uncharted waters stretch out before you, filled with both promise and peril. The journey is long and arduous, but the hope of a new beginning keeps you going. You're looking for a fresh start, a place where you can build a life free from the constraints and hardships of the old world. You dream of fertile lands, abundant resources, and the freedom to create your own destiny. You build a home, plant crops, and then you vanish. The settlement you worked so hard to establish is left abandoned, overgrown, and silent. What could have happened to you and your fellow settlers? That's what happened to the Roanoke colony, one of America's earliest settlements. It was a bold attempt to establish a foothold in the New World, but it ended in mystery and disappearance. In 1587, over 100 men, women, and children landed on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. They were full of hope and determination, ready to start a new chapter in their lives. Their leader, John White, left for England to gather supplies. He promised to return quickly, but unforeseen circumstances delayed his journey back. When he returned 3 years later, everyone was gone. The settlement was eerily empty, with no sign of struggle or departure. The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a tree. This cryptic message has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. This was the name of a nearby Native American tribe. Did the settlers seek refuge with them, or were they taken by force? To this day, no one knows for sure what happened to the colonists of Roanoke. The island remains shrouded in mystery and speculation. Did they join the Croatoan tribe? Were they attacked? Theories abound, but concrete evidence is elusive. Did they try to sail back to England and get lost at sea? The treacherous waters of the Atlantic could have easily claimed their lives. It's a mystery that has baffled historians for centuries. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains one of America's greatest unsolved enigmas. The story of Roanoke continues to captivate and intrigue, a haunting reminder of the unknowns that still linger in our history. There's no shortage of theories about what happened to the Roanoke colonists. Some believe they were assimilated into the local Native American tribes. This theory is supported by some historical accounts and archaeological findings.
Others suspect foul play, suggesting conflict with other Native American groups or even Spanish explorers. The lack of any definitive evidence only fuels speculation. Were they victims of a natural disaster? Did they succumb to disease or starvation? The mystery of their disappearance continues to intrigue and inspire countless books, documentaries, and fictional accounts.
The lost colony of Roanoke stands as a chilling reminder of the unforgiving nature of the past. Deep in the North Atlantic Ocean lies a region shrouded in mystery and fear. It's called the Bermuda Triangle. This area, roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has been blamed for the unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft for centuries. The stories often involve strange compass readings, sudden storms, and radio silence. One of the most famous incidents was the disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945. 5 Navy bombers vanished without a trace while on a routine training mission. A search and rescue plane sent to find them also disappeared. These events, along with many others, have fueled speculation about supernatural forces, magnetic anomalies, and even underwater methane eruptions. Section 5. Swallowed by the sea theories of the triangle. Despite the chilling tales, many experts believe the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than any other heavily trafficked area of the ocean. They point out that the number of incidents in the Bermuda Triangle is proportionate to the amount of traffic it sees. With thousands of ships and planes passing through the area regularly, it's statistically inevitable that some will encounter trouble.
They argue that the disappearances can be attributed to human error, bad weather, and the unpredictable nature of the sea. Pilots and captains might miscalculate their routes or be caught off guard by sudden storms. The sea is a vast and often unforgiving place where even the smallest mistake can lead to disaster.
The Gulf Stream, a powerful current that flows through the region, can quickly change weather conditions and make navigation challenging. This current can create sudden and severe weather patterns, making it difficult for even the most experienced sailors and pilots to navigate safely. The Gulf Stream's warm waters can also cause rapid development of storms, adding to the peril.
Still, the unexplained cases and the lack of wreckage in some instances keep the legend of the Bermuda Triangle alive. Stories of entire ships and planes vanishing without a trace fuel the mystery. Despite extensive search and rescue operations, the ocean often refuses to give up its secrets, leaving families and investigators with more questions than answers.
Could there be something more to these disappearances? Some suggest that there might be unknown natural phenomena at play, or even that the area is a hotspot for magnetic anomalies that interfere with navigation instruments.
Is there a scientific explanation we haven't discovered yet? Researchers continue to study the area, hoping to uncover new information that could explain the Bermuda Triangle's enduring mystery. They analyze data, study historical records, and develop new theories, all in an effort to solve this maritime enigma.
Or is the Bermuda Triangle truly a place where the laws of nature are suspended? The mystery endures, captivating the imagination of people around the world, and ensuring that the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most intriguing and debated regions of the ocean. Section 6. Jack the Ripper, Terror in the Fog. London in 1888 was a city gripped by fear. In the city's impoverished East End, a shadowy figure stalked the night. Jack the Ripper, as he became known, terrorized the streets, targeting women and leaving behind a gruesome calling card: mutilated bodies. The brutality of the murders and the fact that the killer was never caught has made Jack the Ripper a source of endless fascination. 5 women, all known to be prostitutes, were brutally murdered within a 3-month period. The Ripper's gruesome acts and taunting letters to the police sent shockwaves through Victorian society. He was a phantom who seemingly vanished into thin air. Section 7. Who was the monster in the shadows? Despite a massive manhunt and numerous suspects, Jack the Ripper's true identity remains a mystery. The streets of Whitechapel were filled with fear and speculation as the police struggled to keep up with the mounting pressure from the public and the media. Over the years, everyone from a royal family member to a deranged barber has been suggested as the possible killer. Theories have ranged from the plausible to the outlandish, each adding another layer to the enigma that is Jack the Ripper.
Some of the most popular theories point to a doctor, due to the Ripper's apparent knowledge of anatomy. This theory gained traction because the precision of the mutilations suggested a certain level of medical expertise. Others believe the killer may have been a butcher or someone with access to surgical tools. The idea that the Ripper could have been a butcher stems from the brutal nature of the killings, which seem to require not just anatomical knowledge but also a certain comfort with blood and gore. The lack of forensic evidence and the limitations of Victorian-era investigation techniques have made it nearly impossible to definitively solve the case. The police were hampered by the rudimentary forensic science of the time, which lacked the sophistication needed to catch such a cunning criminal. The mystery of Jack the Ripper serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows of even the most civilized societies. It highlights the vulnerabilities of a society that, despite its advancements, could not protect its most vulnerable members from such a heinous predator.
Section 8. The Allure of the Unknown. What is it about unsolved mysteries that continues to fascinate us? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown. We crave answers. We want to make sense of the world around us. These mysteries remind us that no matter how advanced we become, there are still things we can't explain. The human mind is naturally curious. We are drawn to puzzles and enigmas. Unsolved mysteries challenge us to think critically, to question what we believe, and to imagine different possibilities. Section 9. What do you think really happened? The mysteries of the Roanoke colony, the Bermuda Triangle, and Jack the Ripper continue to capture our imaginations. These stories are more than just historical footnotes. They are puzzles waiting to be solved, reminders that some secrets refuse to stay buried. So, what do you think happened? Do you have a theory about the fate of the Roanoke colonists? Do you believe there's a rational explanation for the Bermuda Triangle disappearances? Who do you think Jack the Ripper really was? The beauty of these mysteries is that there's no right or wrong answer. They invite us to speculate, to explore the unknown, and to keep the conversation alive.